Y'all freedmen, some smart asses, I tell you. Y'all some smart asses. Piece of the half space. Hopefully we be picking up in here. Can you hear me in this motherfucker? Because I want to make sure, because I keep getting cut off. And I know I'm saying some shit that they really don't probably want me saying, and I get all that. But I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to keep saying what I say. I'm going to keep doing what I do. And I appreciate that. I appreciate them paying enough attention to cut the shit off. So you got to understand. That's flattering just to know that I'm speaking enough truth that they cutting the motherfucker off. What's up, fam? So, you know, they got me doing about 3 different things right now. So I figured I'd sit down here and just, you know, scroll through my socials and see what I got going on. Boy, Facebook's, boy, it's changed a lot. Facebook has changed a lot. When you sit here and watch it like this, I don't really get into it too much other than my posts and then people that, you know, I'm constantly, you know, in connection with. But I've been watching a lot of people was talking mad shit right around February and March. Okay? February and March, motherfuckers was talking cash shit. But goddamn it, it's June now. I'm starting to hear some motherfucking stomach rumbles. I'm starting to hear some motherfucking stomach rumbles in this bitch. Oh, yes. I told you. If you didn't do the right motherfucking things, yeah. See, it don't matter whether a motherfucker get 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. If you give it all to them and they don't have a plan, the same shit's gonna happen. Nothing. Sunday Night Smoke, what's up, brother? I don't know what's happening. My girl pretty much done chalked up why I got cut off a couple days ago because I saw on Instagram why another brother got his stream cut. I said the same word he said, and they cut our shit off quick. And I didn't even say it. I wasn't saying it towards the motherfucker. I wasn't even saying it towards the motherfucker. But as soon as I said this shit, zip, zip, it was over. It was over. So, you know, we're going to do what we're going to do, but we got to be mindful of the way we speak, you know. And like I tell everybody, I get that part of the censorship game. And I get that they've got to protect people and they got to protect people against hate speech and whatnot. But we can sit on this bitch all day and say nigga, 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 nigga all motherfucking day. They don't ever consider that hate speech. Even when a white man is spewing it right in the face of a black man, they don't look at that as hate speech. But if we use one of these words that they motherfucking made up, they made these words up. We didn't make these words up. These are European words. And y'all made them up. Now we say them. Now it's hate speech. Whatever. Let me keep scrolling, man. But yeah, I'm noticing that a lot of motherfuckers ain't talking that real cash shit like they was talking. February and March was a motherfucker. Motherfuckers was balling. They was balling. February and March, they had it going on, maybe even into April. But now we in June. We in June and shit. Past dues, shut-offs, payment arrangements. See, y'all was doing your thing. You was the dab. Yeah. Now you're having to press 1 for English. That's why I say, man, it ain't about the motherfucking dollar. It's about what you do with the dollar. Give motherfuckers, these motherfuckers lottery winners. These motherfuckers had $20, $30 million lottery winners be broke. Because nobody taught them what to do with them dollars. Nobody told them what to do with them dollars. It be your own people. Yes. It do be your own people. I had to phonetically sound that out. It be your own people. It do be your own people. And goddamn it, unfortunately, I see a lot of my people out here belly aching now. Yes, y'all motherfuckers done went from motherfucking sirloin and salmon croquettes to sardines. What's wrong with you, nigga? You ain't doing the same thing you was doing in March, in February, and April? I know the months wasn't where they were supposed to be, but fuck it, it don't matter. Don't none of these days matter no more. I don't even know what day it is half the time. The pandemic got me fucked up. I just work these days the way I work these days. See, a lot of motherfuckers knew, though. A lot of these motherfuckers knew, though. They knew what day it was. Oh, you know, I'm about to go on a trip. I'm about to be up out of this bitch. About to be out here. About to be out here. Yeah, they was doing their thing. Y'all motherfuckers was flying the friendly skies. Now you about to be on the busy busways. Yeah. Yep. You did all that motherfucking traveling and didn't even buy yourself a new car. You did all that motherfucking traveling and didn't even get yourself a new house. Well, guess what? They thank you. I remember back in being in Vegas years ago, and I'm sitting up there just doing my thing. You know, I was working a little bit. I'm up there playing blackjack. It was only another person, two other people at the table. Man, I'm doing a little bit of something. And all of a sudden, I was like, all of a sudden, I went from being, I guess, a Democrat, a liberal, to being a conservative. Because I got some bread on my side. I knew what I started with, and then I knew what I was winning with. And every time I get close, I get that 17, 18, I take insurance. 17, 18, I take insurance. Even 16, take insurance. I lost every motherfucking time I took insurance. And then the dealer just finally leaned up and was like, you know why we got them big lions out there in the entrance? I was at the MGM. You know them big gold lions, them big MGM lions. He was like, you know why we got them lions out there in the front, them big gold lions? And I'm like, some trivia and shit, some MGM trivia. I'm thinking he about to put me up on some game, give me $1 million worth of game for free. I said, no. Why they got them big lions out there? He said, for motherfuckers like you keep taking insurance. That was his way of telling me. He couldn't tell me not to take insurance. I mean, his job as a dealer, his job is to get all my fucking money, right? But he was like, for motherfuckers like you taking insurance. So the shit was funny to me that he threw me some game, threw me some shade, and saved me some money at the same time. You can do that to a motherfucker. What's up, Ro? What's up, Free? I just got on here for a quick minute because I just felt like I needed to say something after what happened earlier. I'm getting cut off on these streams, and I think it's because I'm being truthful. Yeah, your sister's in here. She was the first one in here, Free. I guess she said somebody had to get in here. Somebody had to represent the Fulbright moniker. Sue was the first one on deck. Shell, I went back and watched the motherfucker, man. I went back and watched the motherfucker, and it's so crazy that they cut me off right when I was about to get busy. They cut me off right when I was about to get busy. So when I get back into that liberation mode, because right now I'm just kind of on like a little petty mode. I'm not really on a liberation mode. I'm on a petty mode. I've had a pretty decent day. I got about 15 pounds of sugar done. I need to do another 10. I should do the other 15, the whole 15. It's mixed. It's ready to go. But that's another 3 hours. And I don't know if I want to be here another 3 hours doing that. I got some other shit I need to do in 3 hours. But they knew. They knew what the fuck was happening. They knew what the fuck was happening. When I started talking that shit about politics, it's okay. Because everybody talks about politics. But when I start talking about us and politics, not falling for the okie doke, not being severed, being together. I'm trying to tell you, that shit rings true so motherfucking much nowadays when J. Edgar Hoover said the greatest threat to American society, the greatest threat is Negro unity. He was like, if them niggas get together, we in trouble in this bitch. We in trouble. J. Edgar Hoover knew it. He knew it. With his panties and garter belt wearing ass, J. Edgar Hoover knew it. That's why they just kept cutting us at the knees. Anybody that would show any type of leadership, not just leadership with the blacks, when they would show any type of universal leadership. See, people don't realize Medgar Evers got killed in Mississippi. Yeah, he never made it out. He traveled a little bit through the South, but he never made it out like Malcolm and Martin did. But Medgar Evers had white people listening to him down there. That's why they cut Medgar Evers down early. They're like, let's get him now. He's already established in the community. He's already a well-liked nigga. Let's cut him down now. And then once they cut Medgar off, then they went to working on King. Then they went to working on Malcolm. Then they went to working on all the black movements around. You got to understand this shit is systemic. It's not just the collective. It's systemic. Of course, it has directly affected the collective. But what they've done to us has been a system of hate. So the only way to break that system is we've got to take over that system. And the only way you do that is with politics. We don't do it with chanting. We don't do it with paintbrushes. Okay? We can't. We got to do it with politics. And if our local politicians ain't going to fuck with us to go to the state politicians, and our state politicians ain't going to fuck with us to go to the federal politicians, we dead anyway. But that's who we got to put the pressure on. Try to put the pressure on each other around here. This ain't shit. You ain't doing shit. You know? I talk to the activists. I talk to the people that want to march and they want to do their thing. I get it. But I always let them know when you hold a march after 5 o'clock, when you hold a march on Saturday, all them government officials, they gone. You ain't holding up shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't holding up shit. And I know activism is taking a different type of stride with the pandemic and whatnot. You can't get in the buildings. You're wearing a mask. You know, it's kind of crazy. I get it. Social distancing and all that shit. I know it's got everybody fucked up out here. How you gonna have a motherfucking march and you got a social distance? Everybody's 6 feet apart. What kind of shit is that? I mean, the shit's already choreographed enough when you're out there doing the line dances and shit. But now you got choreographed marching. Are we good? Are we good? Are we ready to go? All right, hands up, don't shoot. Yeah, whatever. But see, the thing is, it caused an uproar, and I'm going back through the chat, y'all. It caused an uproar, Shell. But what happened with that uproar? Where did we go with that uproar? Because nobody else wanted to get shot. Nobody else wanted to get shot. So who stepped out there after Medgar? Do we know who replaced Medgar? Nah. We can't say King replaced Medgar because King was already doing his thing. Who replaced Medgar? See, once they cut us down, man, that strikes so much fear in the collective that who's going to step up? And that's when you started seeing preachers and hearing Martin talk about, you know, I might not make it there with you. I'm going to die today. I'm going to do this. No. That's when we start surrounding them brothers. But shit, Martin didn't have the people in 68 that he had in 63. And the ones who were still around him, they was around him because they was grifting. They was around him because they was grifting, and they didn't have what Martin had, so they couldn't even go out and start their own thing. I mean, Jesse had a mouthpiece, but Jesse didn't have what Martin had. Ralph Abernathy didn't really have a mouthpiece. Andy Young could talk, but he didn't have what Martin had. And they were underlings. They were underlings. That's why when they all got swept up after Martin got killed, they all took the bag. Yeah, Medgar's killing caused an uproar in Jackson, but it didn't cause an uptick in activism. It's unfortunate. We're not putting warriors in office. We are putting scared, timid individuals in office. And if we're putting them in office, what is that saying about us? If we put somebody who's timid, that means we must be timid as voters. We're not aggressively voting if we're putting timid people in office. Yeah, the people listened early on. You know what it is. They out there doing the motherfucking cha-cha slide. Say her name. Say her name. Hands up, don't shoot. Come on, man. Come on, man. We got to get this shit right. You in New York. You in New York. How did things go after David Dinkins? Talk to me, Ace. How did things go after David Dinkins? Ace, you available? Can you come up on this bitch? Can you come up on this bitch? I need to talk to you about David Dinkins. If you can come up on this bitch, I'm going to invite you right on right now. Yeah, we need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. If you can come up on this motherfucker. Because right now, I want to know why we are going the direction that we're going. But you in New York, so I want to know why. I want to know what happened. Because when we got David Dinkins in New York, I thought shit was supposed to get better for New Yorkers, for Black New Yorkers. There he is.
What's up? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Let me cut this little audio I got going down, a little music. My brother, how you doing?
Loud and clear, brother. I'm hearing you. You good to go. I'm all right. Man, how you, brother? I'm always watching.
I am. I didn't want to go back right into my liberation post because I want to be in another headspace. I've had a few things going on, but I'm gonna get back to that liberation post because I am still in search of it. I am still in need of it, and I won't stop till I'm totally liberated. I feel like I'm free in some ways, but I'm not free in all ways. So until I'm free in all ways, I have not gone through liberation.
Facts. None of us. So, in all actuality, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right. You can't be partially free, dog. You can't be. You are either free or you are still captive in some way. And I feel like I'm still being held captive in some way. I'm not in a space where a lot of people think because I say I'm not free in all ways that I'm downtrodden, but I'm not. I know I'm 10 times better than some of these motherfuckers out here, and I still got a long motherfucking way to go. I still got a long way to go, but I'm still better than a lot of these motherfuckers out here. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to gain self-sufficiency, but I also want to see it for the collective. I also want to see the collective gain that. And I know it's through repair. And that's why I talk about it. That's why I talk about because liberation has so many different synonyms that we hear on an everyday basis. And I think people are fucking with us when they talk about liberation. I think they're fucking with us when they talk about freedom. I remember David Dinkins. I just remember him because, but I'm in Michigan, so I didn't have to fuck with him.
I was there. But I mean, I'm here.
But you had to fuck with him. You a New Yorker. You had to fuck with David Dinkins. Why did life for New Yorkers get worse with a Black mayor of New York City? How did life get worse?
Well, I think that, like, for example, if you notice, right, big brother, every time there's a city in shambles, right, then a black mayor is eligible to run the joint because it's already
Yes.
fucked up. I don't know if you
Yes.
ever noticed that, but any black mayors that have taken office, the city has already been run down
Yep.
before we even pull up. So David Dinkins, for example, the city was already run down. I mean, I remember as a young, because I was a little younger then. I wasn't really into the politics, but you know, of course, you see the news and stuff, and we had current events, quote unquote, classes. So
Yeah.
you know, the teacher be mad at me because I bring in the heavy shit. They be like, "God damn, this little nigga coming in with the heavy shit."
Right.
Like
Right.
my current events were grown up shit, you know. But to the David Dinkins thing, like you know, the city was already raggedy as fuck. Like, oh my gosh, oh boy. But basically, after there was a situation, and I can't say the word, but in a certain neighborhood in Brooklyn, okay, because I got to be careful what I say because they will shut this shit off
Right.
right away.
I
There
get
was a
you.
neighborhood in Brooklyn where a certain demographic of individuals live. And there was an instance where there was an accident where a young African American or Native American black uh, girl was injured, and it turned into a beef, into you know, in a car, in an accident, and it turned
Okay.
into a street brawl, pretty much. And since that certain demographic has a lot of power in New York, basically they're pretty much the under what do you call that shit? Undercover boss.
Right. Right.
Them
Right.
niggas is the
Right.
undercover boss of here in
Right.
this big
Right.
city.
Right.
So he kind of came out. His first response may have not been what they were looking for from Mr. Dinkins. And from that point on, it continued to spiral downhill from there as far as him. But just generally speaking, like they'll you know, we're eligible to run a city when it's already fucked up.
Right.
Basically, to make
Right.
a long story short, I'm sorry if I didn't give enough information,
No. No. That
but I got to be real careful with the words I choose because you know we don't want to, you know.
I get it. But I
But
just
yeah,
look at
he was a powerless brother in on the hot seat from day one, and they expect the brother to work a miracle, you know, turn something great, you know, out of something that's already ran down. So you know, he was under heavy criticism from the beginning. But after that situation, it was totally downhill from him. Yeah, you know, from what I remember. And like I say, I was younger. I wasn't really into politics, but
sure.
that was a major story in the city. So that's
And
pretty
hold
much what I
on.
can
Okay.
offer on that, brother. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm looking. Let me look something up because I
Mm-hmm.
know I'm older than you. I just want to know. Let me just see. David.
Yeah, I was a young buck back then, man. I can't
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
front
Yeah.
like I
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Yeah.
like I was about that life. I was a kid and shit.
So basically, he was the mayor. He was the mayor of New York from 90 to 93. So very, very, very volatile time. Right out of the 80s.
Crack
That
era.
black nationalism time. That deep fuck the police time.
Mm-hmm. Fuck the police. Crack era.
I
Sorry
mean,
to interrupt you.
it was really. See, this is after Yusef Hawkins. This
Yep.
is after
That was
what's her name,
major.
Tawana.
That was major. Oh yeah, Tawana Brawley, and we had a lot of stuff going on at that
You had a lot
time.
of stuff going
A
on,
lot of shit.
and
Some shit was fake.
right,
You know, we're not
and
gonna get
that's the
into that.
crazy thing. That's the
But
crazy thing. You had, I mean, there were things that were factual, and then there were things that were fictional, but they were
mm-hmm.
all still going on. And it seemed like when they brought him in, they were bringing him in like, you need to get a hold of these niggas. They doing too much out here. But
it was a clusterfuck already.
it was already right. It was already a clusterfuck.
Yep.
It was already a clusterfuck.
Yep.
So they made it seem like he could bring it in, but he was no militant.
No, he was
He
kind of
wasn't
beta. He was kind of beta. I don't want to
right.
say it. No disrespect to the brother, but he was a little more
No.
of a beta type personality. He wasn't
Right.
you know, a hard nosed, stern foot in your ass type of individual, shall I say.
Right.
No
Right.
disrespect, Mr. Dinkins.
I just
So
look.
that doesn't work here. Not in this fucking city.
Right.
Not
And
in this, not in fucking New York.
I have to look. What does it say here? He had lost to Giuliani.
Yes.
Okay. And to me, I mean, David Dinkins, Barack Obama, Rudy Giuliani, Donald Trump.
Yep.
So we don't know how to just like switch off. America is all, and this is by cities, states. Like I think we're going to go through some extreme changes here with our governor. We got a woman governor, and she's tried to do shit all on this humanist level. And I believe our next governor is going to be a fucking robot. He's going to be a battery in the back motherfucker. He's going to be a system of white supremacy if he's not a white supremacist. I mean, the two
Probably
black
the
candidates
latter
that are going right now is the former Detroit police chief. We knew he was a Republican already, but now he's about to really show his true colors, his true light-skinned ass colors.
Show his ass.
Then we got a fucking Nigerian who said he wants to cancel Black History Month.
Fake ass
people only
nigga.
Been here since like 2007.
Yeah, because I'm not from Africa. I don't give a fuck what they say. I don't care what them cooked ass books say. But I'm a native Black American. I'm sorry.
I'm like, you gonna let a motherfucker come in here to this country? His people been here about a good 14, 15 years.
If that, maximum.
If that. He's running for governor, and his main motherfucking campaign thing right now is to cancel Black History Month. That's how he came aboard. Because he launched in February. He launched in February and was like, yeah, if I'm elected governor, the first thing that I'm going to do is cancel Black History Month. And I'm like, what?
Well, you got to remember, I'm sorry for cutting you. Damn. The African immigrant is not on line with the native Black American or / African American.
No,
I don't even like using that fucking word African American because that shit is
brother,
that shit is trash.
Do you do Facebook?
Actually, I don't, but I need to open one up for strictly for the purposes of the podcast. So I will be doing that soon. Just for the pod, yes, sir.
What I did earlier, I did a post, and I don't be thinking my shit is all profound and deep and shit like that, right? You know, it ain't got to have all that with it. But I did a post, and I said that, and I'll read it. I officially want to stop using the term Black. Okay. Seeing that they have done hijacked that moniker for melanated immigrants. Because see, everybody's Black now.
Oh, that's trash.
Everybody's Black. You don't even have to be from this country. You don't even have to be African to be Black. No. Now, we were calling Kamala Black because of her Jamaican heritage.
No.
But since she didn't adopt it, she doesn't enunciate the Jamaican heritage, I leave it alone. She's just a Brahmin Indian. Brahmin Indians are not Black.
That's it. No.
But they look at Black, they look at Indians, there's some Indians out here who will say they're Black.
For convenience.
They will say they're Black.
Only for convenience purposes till shit get real.
Exactly. So I said, I know we're not fucking with the hashtag. You know, I was deep into the whole hashtag ADOS movement until that kind of all splattered out into the street with some backbiting and stupid shit and people wanting to be leaders but weren't providing leadership. So now we're kind of disengaged. I mean, I think still the collective is together, but that hashtag movement is kind of frayed. So
yes,
I don't use ADOS really as much as I used to. I mean, I got fucking shirts, I got cups, I got t-shirts, I got all kinds of shit that say ADOS on them.
Have a fucking yard sale.
On it. And they want to charge a toll-free toll call and shit for that fucking hashtag. So I'm like, fuck it, I don't use ADOS.
Fuck them niggas. Yeah, fuck that.
So I wanna know, what am I gonna call myself? Because I was saying, hey, I'm more than Black for a while. But I said, you know what? I'm tired of saying that. We already know that if we native Black Americans, we are more than just the quintessential Black person out here. So
hell yeah. Hell to the yeah.
We shouldn't have to announce
it.
And I said, I want to know something with specificity. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that I can call myself that nobody else can call themselves. And a few people talked about Negro, and a few people talked about freedmen, And I believe that I'm going to use both. Because here's the thing. Ain't too many people can call themselves Negro.
Nope.
Even an African can't call himself Negro. If you came over here for the purpose of just living voluntarily, you're not a Negro.
Yes.
You're an African.
You're an African immigrant.
Right? Huh?
An African immigrant.
You're an African immigrant. But if your papers are right, now you're an African American. You become an American, you're an African. You're an African American. See, I'm not an African American.
Me neither.
I may be a person of African descent because my people came from Africa, but that was 4 generations ago. No, not 4 generations ago. That was about 23 generations ago, because the way they do generations is 20 to 25 years.
Yeah, per math.
So
yes.
We got so many fucking generations over here. If you just came over here on a school visa, on a work visa, you're not black. You're not a Negro.
Nope.
But you can be African American if you get your papers right. But until that, if you just got your visa, you still got occupant on your mail. You're not even a resident. And you're damn sure ain't a citizen. So I'm not gonna treat you as such.
No.
Because I'm not gonna do what America has done. See, America has taken illegal motherfuckers and gave them citizenship status.
That's why we going back in Friday.
They jumped the line. See, I got a problem. You see how big I am? I got a problem with a motherfucker jumping the lunch line. You can't jump the lunch line. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I've been standing in this line all this time. And here you come from your territory. You jump over this motherfucker. You land. First thing they do is give you some shoes, because you ain't even got no shoes, dog.
Nope.
They give you shoes. Then they give you shelter. Then they give you food. Now they're going to give you houses. Now they're going to give you jobs. And my people been here for 400 plus years, and we still in line, dog.
We still getting the fucking vapors. Big up Tony D in the chat. I see you. Yeah, that's some bullshit. You like I needed to revisit, because like the show from Sunday, brother, thanks for pulling up Sunday. That was a great show, and I've got some pretty good reviews from that. But I needed to I wanted to continue the show, but like I kind of have a cutoff point at an hour. We did like an hour and a half, like a little overtime.
That's my fault right there.
No, goddamn it. Hell no. I wanted you in the building, and I told you to keep going. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was a holiday and shit. But I'm saying, I still got some more smoke for that shit. That's why, like, we're gonna do the illegal lives matter on Friday. And I don't want to, just make this a shameless plug, because you're gonna be in the building, so it's not shameless, because we in the motherfucking building for that. And we gonna go in. We gonna cook this shit up. That's what I wanted to touch.
Baby. ILM, let's do it, baby. ILM.
That's why I wanted to touch back on that. And I'm like, I can't just go in by myself. I'm like, I gotta, keep the same, what do you call that? Keep that same energy, nigga. I gotta keep that same energy that I had from Sunday to continue this. That's why I reached out to you earlier and was like, man, I need to put my brother back in for this one. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about that ILM shit.
And you'll do.
We're gonna cook these niggas.
Probably a better job than I even do. I try to really put out there my verbal disclaimers. Sometimes I miss it with the type, but I try to put out my verbal disclaimers. See, I'm not talking on no xenophobic shit. I'm not talking, on no bigoted shit. I don't give a fuck who comes over here, as long as they get their papers right.
Yep.
As long as they don't take resources from Native Black Americans. If that doesn't happen, I'm good with you. And the asterisk to it all. You come over here, you get your papers right.
Yep.
You don't take resources from us.
Nope.
And you don't talk against us.
And you put your fucking flag away too. I'm sorry. We'll get to that.
They don't have a flag. See, that's the problem.
Thank you. You forfeit that motherfucking flag when you pull up.
When you pull up, you drop that bitch in the receptacle. Just like when they go to the airport now and you got weed and shit on you and you can't take that shit on the plane, drop it in that motherfucking can. Because now you here.
Facts.
Now
God
you
damn it.
here. You understand me? So whatever territory you come from, you drop it. God damn it.
No, don't drop the bud. Drop the flag.
You come from
That shit.
Greenland. You come from Greenland, goddammit. You coming to TSA, you coming to the motherfucking customs, they be like, welcome to America. Drop that shit.
Drop that motherfucker.
We got a flag for you. We got a Pledge of Allegiance for you. We got a national anthem for you that they need to add their motherfucking verses back in, but we'll fuck with it.
Yep.
We
and they need to memorize that shit.
Go home and memorize that shit. Come back to us. Because you got to form an allegiance here. You got to form an allegiance in America. Because you no longer have an allegiance to that territory that you just fled.
You ran like a bitch. Excuse the French. Excuse the French.
You ran.
But like, oh man, I'm not gonna go too far. I'm not gonna unpack too much because I want to save some of that good shit for Friday.
I got it.
But I
got
you. Like we know what we doing with this, man.
All I'm saying is,
yeah,
we got so much here. So why can't we just focus on what we got here? I'm not saying that we can't support other groups, but God damn it, don't ask me to support another group when that other group doesn't support me.
They don't give a fuck about us. The thing is this, they get written in, right? For example, Civil Rights Act. You have it went from legislation for particularly for blacks, but they say no, we can't do things specifically for blacks, so we have to use the wordplay. That's where the fucking wordplay fuckery comes in. We got to say minorities and this, that, and the other. So, like for example, say it's damn, I don't want to go too far in. Say it's say for example a BLM issue, right? When minorities, the term minorities is included, right? When the vice president, she doesn't specifically address when she ever speaks blacks, she speaks minorities. So minorities in total, it's under a whole umbrella. You have Native Black Americans, so-called African Americans that came from Africa, immigrants bundled under that same umbrella. Any immigrants now, you know, and the crazy shit is not just immigrants with melanin or melanated skin. All immigrants are gonna fall under that fucking umbrella. And the wordplay is what gets us all the time. So it turned from take care of us to yeah, we're gonna take care of you guys, but we gotta include the other groups, and the other groups take the forefront, and we still in fucking line waiting. So we gonna see what it do.
I'm looking at hold on one quick second.
Take your time,
I'm
brother.
trying to find an actual act. I got a whole bunch of fucking
you gotta pull up the real shit.
Document.
Yes, well, you can see the wordplay, the trickery.
PDF.
It's like playing Scrabble.
I think I might have it. I might have the PDF here. That's not. Oh boy, see, it starts out talking dumb shit. Okay, no, okay. Where's the fucking PDF? Okay, government info. Okay, wait a minute. Government info. This still might not be it. This is somebody else. Oh no, it isn't. Here it is. This voting rights, civil. That's public law. Injunction, discrimination in public places. Desegregation of public facilities, public education, public law, Commission on Civil Rights. Okay. I want to speak from this actual document because the whole thing is there's something in here that speaks right to Native Black Americans. It doesn't speak to any other ethnicity. I'm just trying to find it. But we know we're not ignorant here. we know there wouldn't needed to have been a Civil Rights Act of 1964, 1968. Well, we go right back to 1866. We wouldn't have needed Civil Rights Act bills if they hadn't been uncivil to us. See,
exactly.
You don't need to make something to make people not do something. If they had allowed us in public facilities, we wouldn't have needed that. If they had given us our voters' rights, we wouldn't have needed Voters' Rights Act. See, they try to make it seem like they're doing something. No, motherfucker, you just undoing something.
You're just
not
undoing
giving us
something
anything
fucked
here.
up. Yeah, you just giving us some shit that we rightfully deserved any goddamn way, and you're making it seem like you're doing a fucking favor for everybody. Basically, you ain't doing me no favor, nigga. Treat me right from the beginning, and we ain't got to do all this shit.
Slavery was subground. Slavery was not ground level. Slavery was subground. We were beneath the ground. We were less than a man.
3/5.
We were treated as such. We were worked as such. We were called out as such. We were called 3/5 of a man. We were less. We were subground.
Yep.
The Emancipation Proclamation just brought us to ground level. It didn't elevate us. We just weren't in a negative state anymore.
Facts. We got out of the red and into the normal zone. The fuck.
And that was
you can be regular now, nigga.
Right. I was just as fucked up. That was just as fucked up, but it wasn't so fucked up to the point that, well, we ain't beating y'all no more. Shit.
Yeah,
we ain't raping y'all no more. Not legally. It was legal when y'all was doing it before because they still were doing this shit. They just weren't doing it. You know, they didn't have us on their property until sharecropping started. Then we went back to the plantation. You know, when sharecropping started, because they set us free. I mean, people don't realize the symbolism of them opening up the gate on Emancipation Day and saying, you're free now. You can go. We don't know nothing. We don't have nothing. What are we supposed to do? They set us free with no resources, no education, no money, no land. So what were we bound to do? We were bound to go back. We had no choice but to go back.
No choice.
You gave me no choice. I'm back here. Oh, now you got to pay me a penny a week because you can't do it for free. Exactly. And what does that make a man look like? Mentally, what did a black woman, I'm going to use that term right now. What did a black woman look at her man as? From the outset of being emancipated. You can't even take care of us. We got to go back to Massa.
You got to go back.
So now she's not giving up that ass to Massa. So he won't beat you. And so he won't beat the kids. And so when your daughter hits puberty and he won't start fucking her. He
won't rape her ass. Yep, exactly.
See, we went back into a submissive state out of necessity.
Yep, because that's all that we know at that point. That's all pretty much the majority of us knew at that point. That's pretty much where we were at right now, you know. And I mean not right now, but at that point. And it seems like we haven't fucking traveled too far from that point up to now mentally. But yeah, that's pretty much what we had, and we had to go back. Pretty much, we had to go back, and like you say, now we give you a penny or two, and but the game is still fucked up. Yeah,
so we learned
no mule, no nothing. Yeah, you don't get get any necessities to get yourself started. You can't. We can't. You know, we're not gonna we're not gonna get you off the ground. We're not gonna help you launch.
Why don't you pull yourself up by your bootstraps? Just pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah, and go back to the same fuckery you was at. Basically, was the option.
I mean, that's what it was, you know. And people don't realize how deep that is within us, and some people mentally just can't get out of it. They don't understand the shit that they do right here in 2021. It's no different than what was happening in the early 1900s We are on performance-based shit. That's it.
Yep.
You don't perform,
Period.
you don't eat.
Point blank, period. That's it. That's the fucking bottom line.
And you got motherfuckers who've never worked a day in their life and they live better than you do. Their kids live better than you do. Their grandkids live better than you do.
Yeah.
And they've never worked a day in their life. It was just handed down generation to generation.
Yep. Or for the fruits of whose labor?
I mean,
we already know. Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm really seeking liberation. And I ain't gonna get back into my clip earlier because I got this shit screenshot. Hold on a second. But liberation, as I called it earlier, just understanding some of the synonyms for liberation.
Yes.
Unshackling, unloosing, unchaining. You wouldn't have to un it if you didn't do it.
Facts. If you ain't do it from the start, you didn't have to undo it.
No, you don't need. You shouldn't have to liberate me. Let me explain something, or ask you something. Have white men ever been liberated?
No need to be, because they've been running shit.
Be.
No fucking need to be.
And here's the thing. This is the trick question. Have white women ever been liberated?
Nope. But our sisters follow them into the bullshit, but that's a whole nother story.
The reason white women haven't been liberated is because, for one, they can't be liberated. They're on the same side with the white man.
Yep.
And the white man's never needed to be liberated because he's the system. But she's married to the system. And if she's married to the system, who's she trying to get liberated from? The white man. She's trying to get liberated from the white man. So all that women's rights and all that shit, that started out because her own man was pressing her.
Yes,
but she still wanted her white privilege.
Yes, that's what I'm getting ready to say. But she didn't want to drop the privilege card, right? You want liberation from the man, but their men were running the show, right?
Right.
But you still want to hold the card, right? So all they really pretty much wanted was a piece of the action as far as to say so. But where we fucked up is our sisters bought into the white woman's struggle, right? So now they think that, and this is no knock on the sisters now, but they followed suit with that bullshit like they were living the same dynamic economically, but they weren't, right? So, of course, then we had the Welfare Act, or should I say the social, what do you call that shit? Social,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So, we kind of like everything, we get baited into shit real easy. And that just led to the destruction of our family because basically at some point it became incentivized to not have a man in the house. So we kind of got to think about like who dreams up this shit? It was bigger than Lyndon B. Johnson. It was bigger than that. That shit came up from way higher and somewhat a higher authority and a higher intelligence. I don't want to get too deep. I'm just a podcast host. I don't want to get too deep. I know a little bit, but that came from somewhere higher up, pushing a long-term agenda. And right now we're seeing the disastrous effects of that shit right now in our communities. Right now. It's a fucking train wreck right now. It's a fucking train wreck.
If black women needed to be liberated, they weren't trying to be liberated from their black men.
No.
They wanted their black men. But they followed the same path as white women who were trying to be liberated from their white men. Black women wanted to be liberated from the system, from the oppressive system.
Yep, not from their man.
But not from their man. And white women wanted to be liberated from the oppressive system, which was their man. You're married to him.
Like, what the fuck, right?
If you want shit to change, then
Talk
you
to
know
that
you
nigga.
gotta. I mean, here's the thing. Because I got a lot of faith in the vagina. The vagina,
the
vagina
power of
holds
the
a lot of
pussy.
power. That 90-90 holds a lot of power. And I'm sorry, but if you couldn't control your man with that 90, there's a problem. See, you got to be able to tell him, like, look, this house ain't going to be right if you keep that fucked up shit happening out there. Your kids aren't going to be right. I'm not going to be right. And let his ass come home a few days without a home-cooked meal. Let him wake up in the morning without his clothes being washed and shit and in the drawer in the closet. Let him have to take the kids to school before he goes to work.
Oh,
just let him do that for a few days. You ain't got to worry about being,
Yeah, because you fucked up now. You ain't got to worry about being oppressed.
You ain't got to worry about being oppressed. Nah. He'll be like, all right, fuck it. What do I got to do? What do I got to do here?
Yeah, because I bought this thing. I paid for this already. I made this purchase in advance to be able to have access to it. And when you take access away, we'll compromise.
Exactly. But then we got to think about this too. There was a good portion of women coming up early 1900s into the mid 60s. A lot of those women, their fathers, mothers and fathers, were the ones who owned the properties.
Yes.
When they married to a man that usually didn't have shit or have as much as they had.
Facts.
But once mama and daddy died, I'm talking probably the day of the funeral. They went back home to the big house. They went back home to the big house, and he was like, rest in peace. And she turned around, you're like, oh, my husband really cares about me.
Nope. That nigga sitting on the throne. By the time she take a shit and come back out, he's on the throne. Hey, wait, that's my daddy chair. Nope.
No. Your daddy's chair, your daddy's chair is down old racist road.
Facts.
He's in the cemetery. Your daddy don't run shit here no more. I do.
Facts.
Now go make me a sandwich. Go make me a sandwich. And I'll be here in my chair.
Facts.
So that happened for so many years. Now you got a collective of women that want to liberate themselves. They're like, John doesn't act the way he used to act. Well, when did he change? Right around the time my dad died. Oh, shit. Yeah. That's when Jimmy changed. That's when Joey changed.
I never looked at it like that, brother. Realistically speaking, yeah, that's some real wisdom right there. Facts. Oh, shit.
See, men back then, they traditionally married up.
Yes.
They didn't marry their same level. What am I gonna marry you for? No. You ain't got shit either.
Bitch, none of us got shit.
I need to go down here. I need to go down here and court who owns that plantation, because her daddy ain't gonna live forever. And when he dies, I'm gonna take all that shit over.
Yes. Like, don't worry, baby. I can run this motherfucker. Yep.
I can run it.
Keep them niggas in check. Keep them niggas in check.
You get close with daddy. You go in and you try to learn the business from daddy.
Yep. Daddy likes you, you in. If daddy likes your ass, you in. You in.
He gonna hand you to him on a silver platter.
How you feel about niggas? I hate him. I love this guy.
I hate him.
Whip that nigga. He looking at me too long. Yeah, absolutely right. I never really thought, you know what, brother? I never thought about that dynamic of it before, but that's, I come here to learn, I learn from you, big bro. And that's real shit. That's real shit, man.
I know I look at things different, bro. I do. I know I look at things different. I look at things different than a lot of people that I'm around, like grew up around, or, whatever, because I've seen different. Yes. I never professed to be no motherfucking thug, no gangster. I ain't never been no dope dealer, and all that shit.
Yeah.
I've had to skirt the law here and there to do some shit to get by. I did what I needed to fucking do. And if I had
That's
to do
life.
it again, I'd do it again.
That's fucking life. Mm-hmm.
But see, I don't sit up here and perpetuate bad habits or bad things that I did back in the day to make myself look better. I've learned from that shit. I've learned how to have to go back down that road. And I don't condemn nobody that goes through it. Hell, I don't condemn nobody now. For motherfuckers selling dope, that's on you, bro. That's your life.
Facts.
You're going to take that L. You're going to take that L if it comes. I get it. But I can't talk about how another man eats because he's doing what he's doing for a reason. And the crazy thing is, if he's taking care of his family and he ain't out here hurting nobody, look, I don't give a fuck what you're doing, bro. I really don't give a fuck what you're doing. If that's your game, keep it out of kids' hands. Don't be hurting nobody. You do what you got to do, man. You know, you do what you got to do. Where I got a problem is when motherfuckers got to bring senseless violence into it, you know, because I don't know what's got to tell a motherfucker. You shoot somebody, it's going to be hot around this bitch. Now nobody's making money.
Nobody can eat. Like, nobody what the fuck? Eat. Exactly.
It's so funny.
Feds everywhere, and now nobody can eat. That's so fucking stupid. And that's what I never could understand. There's more, and I'm not condoning any felonious activities.
Absolutely.
But if that is the route you're taking, there is more than enough to go around where everyone can eat, and we don't have to have any senseless murders. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all right.
What are we killing? What are we killing people for?
Yeah, he stole some shit from me. All right, you know what? Well, we're gonna cut him off. He can't get supplies from us anymore. You know, but like back in the days, we put a foot up your ass. But before there was not like I had a program on a few weeks ago about the music, and I'm sorry to spin off, but basically, I kind of told a story to T. Roney about how back in the days, like we wouldn't shoot you, we just whoop your ass. Like we put a foot in your ass, and that was enough to be like, you know what? I'm not going back over there no more. I'm good. We didn't have to body a nigga and have somebody mom's pay $5-10 grand for a fucking funeral that they didn't have. You know, there was not a GoFundMe back in those days. Like for parents to be burying children, that shit was out of order.
Yeah.
And it still is out of order. You understand what I'm saying? Because a child is not paying for fucking life insurance.
Right.
And as an average parent, you probably wouldn't think that it's necessary to have your teenage son on the life insurance payment plan. You understand what I'm saying? You're paying for your own life insurance so he can get or she can get something when you pass on.
Right.
You don't want to be paying for their shit. You're not putting money into a plan for them to bury them because that's not what's expected. But like I say, the senseless violence is some bullshit. I'm not mad at nobody how they eat. Sorry about that, bro. Continue. My bad. You know,
dude, we always gonna be able to vibe and freestyle. Don't ever see. Here's the thing: if we stick to a script, we'll be just like them.
Yeah, fuck that.
We'll be just like them. We got to take our real life stories, our real life truths, and put them in here. Because we're not making up shit here. We're not fabricating things here. So we don't have the luxury of coming up with these fantastical stories. I got people on here that their parents knew my mama and daddy. So if I get on this motherfucker talking about, yeah, I used to be a motherfucking kingpin and I was rolling and I was doing this, doing that. Dude, they would pull up on me, be like, look, nigga, you know goddamn well. See, that's the whole point. I want people who's been around since I was in diapers. I don't want to have nobody pull up on me. I don't want to have nobody pull up on me and be like, what's this motherfucker talking about? This ain't his life. No, I speak everything that I speak because I've lived it or I've seen it lived. I don't make up stories. I don't have time to make up stories. I got enough stories for 10 books. I've written a book. You know what I'm saying? It's a motherfucking situation where I'm that onion. And now everybody's getting to peel these layers back.
Yeah.
They're getting appealed to. I stayed quiet for so long, never stayed silent, but I stayed quiet. Now I'm just like,
Yes.
fuck it. What do I got to lose? What do I got to lose just speaking the truth?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I've had shit unfold in my life, and I've unfolded it right on my socials, right on my videos. Why? Because that's real life.
Facts.
Everything ain't sweet out here every fucking day.
Fuck
You
no.
know? Everything ain't sweet out here. And so when I'm on this motherfucker, I gotta be on some real shit. And when you get on it, if you go this way, I'm following you, dog. I'm following you. Because I already know if shit wasn't right with us, we wouldn't be vibing here.
Facts.
I done asked 30 motherfuckers. 30 motherfuckers at least. Man, just tell your story. Come on the spot and just tell your story. People would like to know this, that, and the other.
Yes.
Because there's holes in their story. I know there's holes in this story, but I'm just hoping that they're articulate enough to just go by the bullshit and tell the real story. Because you know everybody got a story. Then they got an unedited story. Then they got that edited story that don't nobody really know about.
The scripted story.
Yeah.
The fantasy story. The motherfucking nonfiction. Facts.
I love what you bring. I love what this whole space is different for me because
thank you.
Social media niggas are different than just meeting people, you know, and building.
No.
Social media motherfuckers, I think sometimes they think like, if I up you, then I'm gonna lose my stripes. Nah. If you up me, I might come blow up your motherfucking spot. And if you already bigger than me, who knows where you go from that point?
Mm-hmm.
But if you up me and I up you, if we both blow, then we both look good. So why shun me? Why take a chance of shunning what could be your next best meal?
Yep.
I mean, go ahead.
No, well, you know, a lot of these dudes. Remember, we in a era of some new shit. I'm just gonna. That's the terminology I'm gonna use. We in the era of some new shit. So right now, it's not really all about results. It's all about image, right? So a lot of the brothers that and sisters that did actually excel to the next what should I say economic plateau, right? We're only concerned with keeping up an image that's projected to us through entertainment. For example, if you're making $150,000 a year, right?
Yeah.
Average black person, that's good money. But motherfucker want to pretend they a rapper with that money. You understand what I'm saying? They watching the rap video. So now instead of putting that money, right? Instead of saving a nice bag from remember when you used to make 30, now you're making 150. So instead of upping your lifestyle 20,000 to a $50,000 lifestyle and putting the rest of that into some, you know, some kind of investments or some other type of shit, they'd rather use that extra money to perpetuate a fake ass lifestyle to try to compete with the rich and famous type of people, because you know people idolize these entertainers, so they just got to play the front game instead of being like, man, fuck that, like this is good money, like I could do things, I could put my kids through college, I can do other shit. But the problem is a lot of younger black people that make that money, and I'll get into this Friday, and I hate to keep plugging it because I don't want to go too deep in the bag, but they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about plug Sunday Night Smoke. God damn it, we doing Secondhand Smoke Friday, Secondhand Smoke Show Friday, 5 p.m. Me and brother Shannon, we about to go in on these niggas, but it's gonna be, you know, it'll be like I say, it'll be a legalized matter. But before we roll into that, we're gonna talk about these quote unquote comfortable Negroes. I gotta get back at these niggas real quick. You know what I'm saying? I just brushed the surface when we talked Saturday. I mean, excuse me, Sunday. I just brushed the surface on it, but I got a couple of more in-depth stories about niggas that disappoint me as far as my circle, because I feel that I've reached a certain economic level as far as income, right? And so have a lot of people in my circle and people that I'm friends, quote unquote, and associates with. But
Right.
the problem is half of these niggas don't give a fuck about nothing. They just like, I made it. They don't give a fuck even about, like I say, they don't even give a shit about the world that their children and grandchildren inherit because they only worried about their own selfish fucking shit and looking
Right.
good for social media and people that really don't give a fuck about them.
Right.
You trying to show off in front of somebody that don't give a fuck about you, you're gonna get robbed, nigga. You keep that shit up. So that's when to grow on for these niggas. But we're gonna talk
Yeah.
about that later. I'm sorry,
You
bro. I don't want to.
you have you have the type of topics that, and like I said, I know there's an age difference. What is your birth year?
I'm actually I'm an OG. I'm a 70s baby. I'm not an 80s baby. I'm a late 70s
Oh
baby.
shit.
Without giving up
Okay.
too much information. Not like I'm trying to hold back
Okay.
on you. We'll
Okay.
you'll hear my
Okay.
story
So
offline. We'll chop it up. But yeah, I'm a 70s
got
nigga.
got you. You're 70s baby. So I am a 1970s baby.
Okay.
So obviously, at the turn of that decade,
Mm-hmm.
coming out of the 60s, going into the 70s, black people were. I'm sure they were still somewhat shaken. You know that they
Yes.
went through a decade of losing all
Mm-hmm.
these civil rights leaders and people that were giving us hope in this, that, and the other.
Oh,
And
they
then
fucked us up.
it fucked us up mentally. So I see what you're talking about from a different plane, even though I believe I got a few calendars on you. So what I see now, because I see some of the same shit. People like, okay, the auto industry is big, obviously, here. It's Detroit, Motor City.
Yeah. Yes.
So Ford, GM, and Chrysler are still very big here, even though a lot of jobs have left, a lot of plants have left, numbers wise, but they still do build Ford, GM, and Chryslers in Michigan.
Okay.
The ones who grew up with
Mm-hmm.
a little something,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they come from plant families and they became a planter.
Yes.
They're okay. They usually buy homes. They're usually a man is usually he usually finds him a wife,
Mm-hmm.
couple kids, and they do
Mm-hmm.
okay for themselves. Never
Yes.
really take any chances. Don't see a lot of entrepreneur opportunities out of them. They just live that plant life.
Yes.
He's probably at the plant. She may be. Let's say she got through nursing school, or
Okay.
she's like a executive admin.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, they do pretty good. They're 120, 130 minimum couple. Him
Yes.
70, her 60 maybe.
Yeah.
You
Give or take.
know,
Mm-hmm.
give or take, you know. But they do okay. But it's these ones that are like their parents were just out there and they got into the plant. And
Yes.
so they seeing money that they really didn't see, or touching money as they called it, that they didn't really touch back in the day.
New money niggas. Mm-hmm.
Those motherfuckers want to be rappers with their money. They want to be dope dealers. I've never seen so many plant motherfuckers want to be dopers.
Yo, they fucking fronting, man. They fronting for them hoes. Listen,
Fronting for the hoes.
look,
Fronting for the
look.
hoes.
I know a nigga that worked for the telephone company, right? Like I've lived overseas before. Like my experience is I'm a but what's the word I'm looking for? A professional tourist,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I've had say 20 plus years international travel over 13 different countries. I've even lived overseas for 1 year in South
Mm-hmm.
America, right? I know niggas that live in New York that know people where I actually lived in South America. I'm not gonna say where, I don't want to give too much information. Uh but like through friends, like how I got connected to the network, and when I was between jobs, I said, you know what, let me move down. Let me, you know, I got a little bag. Let me just try something different. And I was already a traveler. I'm bilingual. So I speak Spanish fluently as well as English, of course. And you know, I just wanted to try something different. But to make a long story short, fast forward to these fronting ass niggas. I know nigga that used to work for the telephone company. And he be telling nigga in the country that I live that I met through him, yo, I'm hustling. Dog, you the fucking cable guy. Stop playing.
What?
But these niggas, this nigga installing cable. You putting fucking files in niggas' houses and you telling other niggas you hustling. Like I don't understand the whole fucking concept of this. Like, dog, the real hustle is getting the fuck up and going to work every day, 9 to 5. That's the hustle. Fuck what Jay-Z and I'm telling you about the hustle. The hustle is being responsible enough to get your monkey ass up at a certain time in the fucking morning and go report to somebody and go make some money. Now, some people look at it as the plantation, right? But I look at that as the foundation. So I look at it from a different point of view.
Are we hold on quick second, Ace.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It says what happened to the broadcast. So okay,
shit. I don't know. Maybe we're not up.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
She says she's back, so she can see us now.
Okay, we flowing.
All right.
Okay. Welcome back, Kim.
Okay. All right. Welcome back, Kim.
Yeah, but these niggas be fronting. To make a long story short, you know, sometimes when I go into my dialogue, since I'm used to doing the show, like, you know, I gotta go through the shit slow. So I don't want to be fucking like, all right, nigga, get to the point. Stop fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta walk people through real slow as I'm going through my dialogue. So that's like a habit that I have. Of course, that's not necessary here on this platform. But I'm sorry, that's just you know, that's a bad habit. But these niggas is fronting. They working ass niggas trying to pretend they rappers with their money and they bullshitting.
Rappers and
drug dealers. Yeah, they fucking fronting like, yo, I'm hustling. Yo, you don't want to live my life. I say, what, you the fucking cable guy? I said, why he's telling you some shit? He's yo, so-and-so told me, yo, you don't want to live my life. I'm like, that nigga? That nigga put files in my house 2 weeks ago. What the fuck is the fuck kind of dangerous life this nigga living? It's dangerous if you climb up on the motherfucking phone pole to connect the service. But that's the only danger. This nigga acting like he ducking and dodging bullets and shit. Get the fuck out of here. These niggas is wanksters. I'm just sorry. But I'm sorry. But it's crazy.
And they say it so much, they start to believe it themselves.
Man,
and then when you call them on it, now that's when they want to get an attitude.
Get an attitude if you want. You get punched in your fucking face. I don't mean to bring it there, but I'm just saying.
Attitude and you fake.
Fake
shit
niggas.
Is fake, dog. You get mad because I'm calling you out about some fake shit?
Fugazi.
And I don't get that.
But you know what? That's the lane right now. It's all about, like I say, it's about a look, because we are so far lost. I won't say left or right. We've gone so far in one direction that we can't even reel this shit back in, to where you got hardworking 9-to-5ers pretending they're fucking drug dealers. This shit is retarded. Before the health crisis. I don't want to use the words because those keywords will fuck up the program. Before the health crisis that we're currently going through, you know, like sometimes I would hang out with the fellas, you know, whatever. But you got a bunch of, and it's so crazy that you even got police, motherfuckers that are police pretending that they drug dealers to these hoes. I'm like, nigga, stop it. You trying to pop bottles. You trying to do all this extra shit.
David Mack.
Dog. Mm-hmm.
Remember the guy that they said basically who killed Biggie.
Okay.
Well, he wasn't the one who shot Biggie. I guess the Muslim dude shot Biggie, but David Mack, he hung out with Suge Knight. It's a fucking LA cop.
Facts.
And he wanted to be a gangster.
Facts.
I'm like, dude, you're law enforcement. You're supposed to be protecting and serving. And you're gang affiliated. It was a blood. So I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, if they knew all of this gang, how do you let him stay on the force if you know he has gang affiliation, like current shit?
How do you hire a nigga? But then, like you say, if you find out that he's currently fucking around, like, yo, snatch his badge and tell him go fuck up out of here. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's a. But remember, the serve and protect is just a slogan. I'm gonna leave it at that without, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of good cops on the force.
Absolutely.
Personal friends, XYZ. But remember that's just a fucking slogan that's written on this. That's like a catchphrase that's written on the side of a car. So I'm gonna just leave that there. You know what I mean?
And
Oh
and
man.
I don't know when the protect and serve moniker came along, but all
After
police,
Rodney King. I'm sorry. You know, I'll be on some funny shit too. I'm sorry, bro.
the day after the beating of Rodney King, we're here to protect and serve.
Yeah, that's when the slogan. They said, "Yo, fuck it, we got to get some fucking some vinyl stickers to throw in the car. We here to protect and serve. We're
We
not
need
here to whip
something
your
good.
ass."
We need something good. We gotta get something good.
Oh shit.
But
Oh man.
I mean, and
I'm
I did it
sorry.
years ago, and I think I just reposted. I screenshotted it, but I put up the badge years ago, the same badge that they wear now, the police wear now, the star, the 6 star. I put up that badge, and it's, you know, it says Slave Patrol on it because that was
Like a
the original
Pentagon.
badge.
Really? Oh shit.
You ain't
To
never
the
seen that
Pentagon.
badge?
No.
Hold on a second.
And I hate to sound, god damn. I hate to be the fucking ignorant dude in the room. Shit. I'm behind in the game sometimes. Like, you know, I know my shit, but like, you know what it is? I'm not even gonna lie. I never looked into police and the badges and stuff like that because I just know it's these some fucking dirt bags for the most part.
Right.
So I never really, you know, I was never really what's the word I'm looking for? Incentivized to research their shit. But I'm just like, fuck them, you know. But I hate to be the ignorant dude in the room and shit. But put me on, big bro. Fucking slave patrol. I'm sure.
You
Like
ain't never seen
officer,
that shit.
like
That's crazy as
officer.
fuck.
You know what? Like officer, overseer. You know, I understand the what's the names. So that's the Pentagon. There you go. Oh shit.
That's authentic.
The slave patrol.
That's
Yes.
the badge. So when
That's
they
the real
started
shit.
policing, this is the badge they used.
Yeah.
So
they didn't have to curb white folk. It was all about a nigger. Yeah, it's the same 6-star Pentagon.
Same badge.
Yep. Facts.
And
god damn.
When you think about who were they trying to catch? They weren't trying to catch white folks. White folks, white. I mean, you know, it was like if it was a deputy and you did something wrong and shit, you know, the motherfuckers might walk you home. If you out
they'll
drunk,
talk to you.
Think about Andy Griffith and shit. Otis had a motherfucking key to the jail cell.
Oh shit! Otis,
Otis would go out and get liquored up and shit and let his ass
in and out. Like I'll let myself out in 8 hours when I sober out.
Right.
You
know?
Oh, that's crazy.
It's nuts how and policing has not evolved in many territories in this. They treat black people in the South like we runaways.
Like yeah, the mentality never changed.
Nothing's changed. What did old boy just say a few months ago? Lindsey Graham. They're like, is a black man safe in South Carolina? He's like, long as it's before sundown or some shit.
Yeah, not facts. Not after sundown, goddamn it.
I'm like, damn. So y'all in South Carolina, y'all in the house by the street lights?
I know niggas in Texas that be like, yo, I carry in the whole shit. But I'm not fucking around with these boys, man. I'm in the crib by sundown. You know, I can't even front. I know not in major cities. I know.
What did you say? You said they carry guns
in Texas. In Texas, they even carry right.
They still in the house.
Listen, because the numbers game is so crazy. Now, check it out. The numbers game. Like, for example, one of my buddies, right? He had his shit in the car, right? He was coming home from work and a drunk redneck driver ran a red light and fucking totaled my boy's truck, right? So he got his shit in the car, you know, and obviously the totaler, the drunk fucking redneck, got his shit in the car, right? So before he gets out the car, you know, because he already identified the motherfucking the wrong party and saw what it looked like.
Right.
So you gotta exercise extreme caution when you're entering these situations, obviously.
Right.
You know, so you know, he's coming from work. So he jumped on a cell phone, blah blah blah, XYZ, blah 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 blah. They like, listen, just stay in the car. They don't want the shit to turn into a shootout. They tell them stay in the car, right? But then when fucking police pull up, right, onto the scene. Now, mind you, the redneck is drunk as a fucking skunk, right? And of course, you know, they got a third degree to brother. Of course, obviously. He ran a red light and destroyed. He T-boned my shit. Right? He's drunk as a fucking skunk. He can't even stand up straight. And y'all up in my motherfucking face. Put the cuffs on this motherfucking raggedy drunk ass and take his ass downtown, please. And I'll come pick up the report later.
See ya.
What the fuck we doing with this? Yeah, but it's like serious, like, because think about it, right?
1 second.
If the situation goes left.
One second on that. Think about it. All right, Sister Kim, you have a good night. You have a good night here. We was in deep, but I want to acknowledge you saying good night. And as always, we appreciate you. But yeah, she would, you know, see, I try to acknowledge people, but I try also not to cut you off. So we just
no. Listen. You got to run your show, man. Like Kim, all them, they heavy, man. You got some nice support here. Big up, Kim. Take care. Have a good night. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, cut me off anytime. Say, nigga, shut the fuck up. Shut my people out. You know, I'm on some comedian shit too, but this shit is real. You know what I mean? So I got to maintain the balance. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to turn your shit into a comedy show because your shit is 100. Your shit is real.
But see, here's the thing. I believe in good broadcasting. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yes.
I've sought out people to do shows with, and I don't know if they're gun shy. I don't know if they don't feel like they have the confidence. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to fuck with me. See, so a lot of people talk that dark shit. Mm-hmm. They talk that dark shit right in here. In my ride. Well, ain't nobody really been in a ride in a year, but you know what I'm saying. They'll talk that dark shit.
Yes.
But when you want to go public with it, uh-oh. And it got a meme out with old boy Lakeith Stansfield. You know, when he's in Atlanta, he's all hood and shit. He's all, you know, he gully and shit. But then when he said when he's around white people, he got that get out look and shit. His eyes bucking and shit. He got his straw hat on and shit. And that's the way people be out here, dog. Motherfuckers be talking that shit, be like, yeah, man. You know we need reparations, yeah. Man, come on the show, talk about it, man. I got something to do. Well, nigga, I didn't even tell you what day I was gonna be. I was gonna do it Thursday. Oh, that's the day I got something to do. Like, motherfucker, get the fuck out of my face.
Motherfucker got a pre-programmed excuse. I mean, me, put it like this. For example, me, right? I mean, I still am gainfully employed, and I choose not to show my face for that particular reason.
Sure.
You understand what I'm saying? Because you know, I'm gainfully employed in a place where there's a full spectrum of people. You understand what I'm saying? Black, white, Asian, et cetera, et cetera. So I want to do as much as I can without jeopardizing the bag. But I get in.
That's smart. But the thing is, people don't recognize that there's a bigger play than what we're doing here.
Yes.
I've been public. So for me to go behind the screen now, it would only be because I'm going audio or because I'm going to do it. I mean, I try to let motherfuckers know I know rookie out here. I'm just a rookie on this set.
Facts. Same here.
I'm ready to unpack all this shit on a motherfucker, but I need to be rolling right to be able to do that. See, I need what happens on the other side of that wall to be popping to the point where, and I'll be out of all these walls within 2 weeks. But I need what's on the other side of that wall to be popping so much that all I need to do is hit send and be like, look, motherfuckers, this is the way we're going to roll this bitch. But see, I can't do that right now. But everybody thinks I'm on some whack shit, on some lightweight shit. I'm sitting in front of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screens. I can have all these bitches. Nigga.
You don't need all that though. You know what? You know what's crazy? All that shit is unnecessary. In all actuality, it's all about the message. Like, you know.
Bro. But see, it's about having your shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know, this motherfucker ain't even came out the box yet, dog.
Yo, send that shit to me, dog.
What am I undoing for? And I gotta move. I'm gonna wait till I get the whole studio set up. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
big bro.
I
Yeah,
This
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
no lightweight shit out here. You know,
Facts.
I got lights and shit. I got lights. I ain't even taking out of boxes and shit. But what I'm doing right now, I'm just laying the groundwork. You know what I'm saying? I need the
Foundation.
people. I need the people that I fuck with out here to understand where I'm
Foundation.
at with it. That's why I said I really can't rely on the support in the area that I'm in.
Me neither.
I can't
Me
rely
neither.
on that support because that support would have been there, should have been there since day one. Why? Because
Oh
that's
my
all I've
God.
ever done is support motherfuckers. But if you ain't gonna support
Facts.
me, you know what? I did this. I said, anybody got a business they want to promote, you know, I was just gonna do Facebook Live videos at this time.
Yeah.
Bring your business on, promote your business. We do a live, da 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 da. Sometimes I would get 3-4 messages. All right, like, okay, this is what I need you to do. I need you to give me your logo. I need you to either give me your website or your Instagram or whatever, so I can have all that. So when I go live, I can really pub your business. I'm gonna basically do a
Facts.
live read for you, promoting your business, phone number,
Facts.
all that shit, right?
Yeah.
These motherfuckers can't get out the gate. Well, I don't want to give up my personal Instagram, and I don't want to get all that together. No problem. Let's move on. Then you
Put
get
the
to the
shit in the
next one.
business name. Exactly.
But see, you gotta really want to do better. A lot of people
Yep.
like to talk. But they really don't want to do better.
Facts.
And they really don't want you doing better than them.
That's a fucking gem right there. Let me give you one of these shits.
Here's the thing. If I gave up today, said all this shit, I'm mailing it in, went silent, Monday morning, I check in at a dealership because everybody knows me around here, knows I used to sling sleds 15, 16 years straight, broker, did all kinds of shit with car business, right?
Yes, sir.
If I go back and say I'm selling cars Monday, I got motherfuckers calling me all day trying to look for a car. But because I'm out here trying to do some shit on my own and trying to uplift us with the truth, no support. No support.
Nah.
And what I'm a part of, I'll get marginal support because motherfuckers looking for the hookup. Motherfuckers love to look for the hookup. So they'll call me.
That's the black thing.
They'll call me. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I know you go to so-and-so's dispo. Do you ask them for a discount?
Nope.
Do you ask them how much can I get for this? No. You pay the price that the motherfucker says. That little cute white girl and shit in the leggings over there, you pay the price she tell you to pay. You pay the price. You pay the price she tell you to pay.
Facts.
And when she's pulling that jar of swag down from the top shelf and telling you it's top shelf and making you pay 25 grand for it, and you pay it because you saw her stretch her little skinny ass loins out, you pay that shit. But just when I drop some funk on you, I drop some motherfucking funk on you, you won't pay 15 a gram for it.
That's what's up.
Is it because I ain't wearing leggings, motherfucker?
Niggas always want to hook up. You know what it is? See, and that's another problem that we gotta that's a whole nother episode. Like you willing to pay this individual that looks this way X amount with no questions asked. When you see me, because we look similar, you think that we're gonna get automatic markdown. Like we both running a business. I'm running the same business as that person that doesn't look like me, right? And I'm looking for the same profit margin as the person that doesn't look like me. So why do you think when you pull up, if you look similar to me, you think you're going to get a huge discount when on the other end, those that look similar to those in other places are not expecting huge discounts? Why are we expecting a huge discount? Because we are a minority, and people know that we are a minority and we make less and we need to get our weight up higher, but you're still looking for a discount. That's that bullshit. That's what I got to say with that. You know what I'm saying? That's that bullshit.
You look at say we do have the same business,
Mm-hmm.
but my profit margins are probably not going to be the same, even though we selling the same product, because I don't have the buying power that motherfucker has.
Nope. Or the line of credit.
Or the line of credit. You know, you don't get the line of credit and you paying COD, you got to flip that shit faster. And you only going to flip that shit faster if your number is cheaper.
Facts. So in order to
can't try
maintain, you got to
hold
take an
a price
L.
point. You can't try to hold a price point if you need to flip faster. I mean,
facts. God damn.
Kroger's and Myers, they flip faster than Hiller's or Whole Foods because they're trying to get that shit up out of there
quick.
They trying to sell their shit 10 for 10, where Whole Foods might be like, nah, that needs to be $189 all day long.
Facts.
Damn near twice as much. Now they might give you a price break if you get 10, but it ain't gonna be $1 for dollar.
No, hell fucking no.
No.
Nope.
They need to flip, but they don't need to flip that quick.
Facts. Where
they flip shit, where Whole Foods' biggest discounts are, is on the homegrown shit. We got people that are farmers in Michigan.
Okay.
And if they're selling milk and eggs and all that stuff to Whole Foods, their numbers they're gonna sell cheaper and try to get in all those Whole Food stores.
Yes.
Because Kroger's don't want them. Kroger's don't want them. Myers don't want them. They got so many damn people that want to sell them eggs. They're like, nah, fuck them eggs.
Yeah, because they think it's more of a faster turnover copy. Okay.
And
makes sense.
You got people like Gordon Food Services, Sam's, Costco that can sell in bulk.
Heavy, quick turnaround.
Come on, man. They selling it 3 times as fast as you are. We was getting them these. We don't get these in the single.
Fuck
we
no.
Get these in the 5. They 5 of these bitches.
Yeah, it's a big ass pack of that bitch. Yep.
And what the Chaldeans and the Arabs and the Palestinians do, they get 5 of these bitches, tear them up, and go put them on their shelf and double their money.
Facts. And yeah, I'll probably say more than double, to be honest. They more than double on their shit.
Look, dog, these things is $1. These are $1 pack.
Yep.
You go to one of their stores, this motherfucker $2 all day long.
$2.29 to be exact.
Easy.
$2.29 in New York. I'm giving you the actual facts.
What's this? Oh yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
Yeah, getting the goodie bag stash. Getting the stash, baby. Wavy Lays.
$5.09 a bag, right?
God damn.
This motherfucking bag of potato chips costs $2.99 at Sam's Club.
Shit.
Right down the street. This is
God damn.
15
ounces,
and 7/8 ounces. Almost a pound of chips.
Yes.
The 11-ounce bag at the gas station around the corner, 11 ounces, 5 ounces less, $4.49.
Shit. Fuck them niggas.
So you go to Sam's Club and get them motherfuckers, you can take them right back to your store.
Yep. Take it back to your store.
Profit on them.
Bust it down. Listen. You know one thing. Like for example, in New York, right? They have Price Club / Costco.
Frida says $6.59. $6.59 in Tampa.
Shit. Fuck that. I will not be eating Wavy Lays. God damn it. Let me tell you, they.
But here's the thing, dog. Here's the thing. This is what we gotta understand. We can't blame Wavy Lays. They put it out there at a certain price point. It's these goddamn retailers that are marking it up.
Yeah, the greedy motherfucker.
The greedy motherfucker.
Right.
You know, Sam Walton is the biggest trapper out there. If he's selling them for $2.99, it says $5.09 suggested retail.
But that don't gotta be the retail unless you're a greedy motherfucker.
$2.99. Like, get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here.
Quick.
But the liquor store sell that bitch for $5.49.
Yep.
Sell it higher than the motherfucking MSRP. They'll sell it,
Hell
man.
yeah.
And the gas station selling a smaller bag for $4.49.
These motherfuckers. Look, big up to the gas station for ripping niggas off. I can't be mad at them because if you got the munchies and you need that shit that bad, you need to fucking go to Price Club and get your shit bulk.
Here's the thing. I try to fuck with the larger, the big gas stations like Speedway where you get the points and all that stuff. I really try not to go to fucked up gas stations and shit that don't have that. Because one thing I don't like, if I want a motherfucking candy bar, I go in, I'm gonna tell you, I do this every motherfucking time. I want a candy bar, I go in and press that bitch. If that bitch don't mush, I leave it right there. I keep going. I don't even get no candy there because I know they selling that stale shit.
That shit been there for weeks.
It's been there for weeks. When you go to a Speedway and you push into a Milky Way, that bitch mush, then I just pull the next one. I get the next one. Somebody else got to take that L.
Yeah, they got to take the fingerprint.
Yeah. and when I do when I go to like I love pizza from this liquor store. They some Middle Eastern cats, been knowing them for a long time. They don't own this store about 30 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got the best pizza in this area. I don't fuck with none of the big boys, unless it's just a slice off the kids' pizza. They eat all that shit, Domino's, whatever. I might fuck with a Hungry Howie's every now and then if I want that flavored crust, but for the most part, I'm a liquor store pizza guy. Okay. They make it the way I want it. They use the old style pepperoni with it be burnt on the edges and shit with the little puddle of grease and the shit.
Oh yeah,
it's beautiful. That's a pie. That's a pie to me. Make that white. What Radio Raheem say that white mozzarella? Make that white mozzarella a little orange and shit. and I'll eat that bitch, right? So I go there to get my pizza and shit. And them motherfuckers is cool. They decent people, Mm-hmm. But what I had to tell him one year, man, I had just left my wife, man, and I was going there every damn day because I live down the street in an apartment complex. I told him, I said, man, you know what? All y'all shit be tight. With y'all little dollar candies down there, you basically just need to run that whole rack. He said, what you talking about? I'm like, dog, that shit is stale. Now, it could be coming from the vendor that way.
Yes.
But see, I used to get a lot of that shit, and I would throw it in my car. I would get like the little red and white mints and the stuff that had a little package inside the package. And I put it in the cup holders and shit when I was chauffeuring and stuff.
Yes.
And I was telling them all, like, man, y'all shit is stale. And I was like, a motherfucker's not going to buy a Snickers bar if you can't even get the dollar shit right. Came back in that bitch a couple days later. That whole fucking shelf was empty. They pulled that shit off because they respected what I said.
As a regular customer, facts.
I was a regular customer. But you go in a lot of these stores, a lot of these mom and pops,
Man, listen. How many fucking candy bars are open? How many Three Musketeers? No shout out to Three Musketeers. Fuck y'all, because y'all not paying us. But Three Musketeers that I bought from this raggedy ass Arab fucking deli. And when the chocolate gets old, it develops a white film on the top of it when it's old.
You know how many times I had to argue, motherfucker, about that?
I had to throw that shit back, and they already know me. They know me already. They like, once I pull back up, they already know. Once I fucking extend my hand with that old ass candy bar, they already know it's no beef because they know what the fuck it do. They're just expecting you to take that L, man. They just trying to move that product. If you pull back up and be like, yo, this shit is old and fucked up, they'll give you another one with no problem. But if they can get away with it, they sure as fuck well. You know what I'm saying? So them niggas, yeah, they crazy, man. These motherfuckers.
But why do you try though? That's not good business. And see,
no respect. It's no respect. That's why they try. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Oh, I never really looked at it because there's other people that go to their store. So is it no respect for any of their customer base, or just no respect because they're usually in densely populated Black neighborhoods?
I'm thinking the latter of the two. Because I'm only speaking from the Black experience. You know what I'm saying? And these are the neighborhoods that I'm getting these old ass candy bars from. So I'm just gonna put it out there like you say. I don't think it's coming from the vendors like that. But if these niggas ain't moving units, that shit gonna sit until that motherfucker move. Unless it's bread. something that can visibly show signs of expiration. Other than that, they don't give a fuck. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, bro.
So, you know, I live a different life, right? I live a different life.
Mm-hmm.
So I know a couple people that own liquor stores where their families own the liquor stores. They still work in them regularly. They watch the money.
Yes,
They ain't never fooled me, motherfucker. You know, I know you own this bitch, but it's a family thing, right?
Facts. Mm-hmm.
One is in a more affluent territory in Ann Arbor, and one is in a more of a working class, lower income territory.
Okay.
Knowing who they are, I know how they move. I've been in both of their stores at different times, and they'll be like, man, you were just down in so. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm a local cat. I try to do business with the natives. And the way I knew them was because I coached football before, and we all coached together. They coached actually on the team on the other side of town, and it was the maize and the blue. I coached for the maize. They coached for the blue. But they just starting to really get into the community like this on a regular. So they're coaches now. They're not just business owners in the community. Their kids are now starting to come up, so they're starting to coach. You know, they're going to watch their kid.
That's a good thing. Okay.
That's a good thing. And, excuse me, I'm moving this shit around because I done fucked around.
Don't worry. No. You good.
I done
You
fucked around and went to 20% again and shit. I'm horrible
you look
with
centered.
this goddamn iPhone.
No. You look centered. You look good. You everything is going through smooth. Keep flowing.
I noticed one time they were putting candy on the shelf, but it wasn't the vendor. It was like one of their family members. So there's still nothing wrong with that.
Yes, they're getting it from Price Club or somewhere. Okay.
Well, no, not that. They were bringing it from their other store.
Oh, switching inventory from store to store. Okay.
Because what had happened was I had already been down to the other store. Real talk, one store does spices better than the other store. They cook pizza totally different. This ain't my main pizza place. This was a place that I used to go in the middle parts of the day. This was a lunch place. And they
slicing.
Yeah. I noticed that, like, okay, so you see Snickers, you see Milky Way. You know, the shit gonna be flush. You pull the tab back, the perforated tab, it's gonna be flush across the top, right?
Yes, sir.
Full, all bars.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was like this. It was like this. You know, you can see bars have been taken out of there.
Oh.
Because it was old candy from the other store. So they got the old candy from the affluent side of town store. And they put that into the more of a working class, lower income store. The affluent side would rather go without until the main vendor comes back in with the fresh shit than to sell their affluent customers candy. Stale
shit. That's those beige Three Musketeers I've been eating. Three Musketeers, fuck you, Three Musketeers, and fuck the store that's giving me them old ass Three Musketeers. So I just said fuck the candy. I don't need that shit anyway. That's just like I quit after a while. I can't
till I get to the nougat. I don't want to see the nougat. I don't want to see the nougat color on the outside.
This shit is just a nougat bar.
Or bite the motherfucker. I don't want to see nothing tan around this bitch.
Holy shit. I haven't heard that word nougat in a while. Like Mike said that the other day.
No?
Fucking nougat.
Frida said, eat up, Negroes.
Frida. Yo, that's crazy.
But
listen,
they
bro.
They were stocking the lower level store with the old candy.
Yep.
And would rather forsake the affluent store with no candy because that's not their bag.
Yeah, we out.
Yeah, so we don't want to piss off that motherfucker that comes in and buys that $100 bottle of scotch and then buys a Twix bar too. Piss him off with then he might not buy his scotch from here.
Yeah, like these motherfuckers sold me a gray beige nougat bar.
Right. Well, we'll take the old candy down. We'll take the old candy down to where all the motherfuckers drink E&J.
Yeah. The motherfucking the Henny crowd. We're gonna bring that down to the Henny crowd, nigga.
Only on Fridays. You know you ain't getting no Henny on Wednesday. You only get Henny on Friday.
Yeah, my bad. I'm in this New York state of mind. These niggas don't give a fuck. They Henny every day. They don't give a fuck. I don't.
You talked about that though. We talked about that.
You
Motherfuckers,
sure?
they're not gonna lower that
Rappers,
drink because that means they gotta lower their socioeconomical scale.
motherfucking rappers delight. Look, bro, man. Oh shit, man. I gotta make some moves, man. It's about
Do your
9
thing,
p.m.
man. I'm gonna get up
I
out
gotta
of here
make
too. I
some
fucked
moves.
around. We got damn near hit 2 hours fucking around here.
I don't give a fuck. You my man. We do this, man. We do this.
Friday, let's do that thing, man.
Listen, bro, man. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, man. You know,
No
we
doubt.
we
No,
we always leave shit in the middle. Like, damn, we still could have popped off, but you know what I'm saying?
easy, and we will, somewhere
We
down the line, we will. Tomorrow to Thursday to Friday, we gonna get it back in because here's the thing: the shit's aligning, dog. It's aligning.
facts.
You know, so we don't need to slow it down. Motherfuckers just need to speed up.
That's it. Facts.
Do your thing, dog. Shoot your moves. We'll holler soon.
Brother Shannon, thank you for having me, man.
One love.
Catch you
One
on the
love.
next episode. Peace, brother. Be safe,
Yes, sir.
man.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Good night, bro.
Good night. Was that all clear, free? Everything popped right? Awesome. Well, I'm gonna get up out of here. I ain't gonna hold on no longer. Great conversation once again with Ace from Sunday Night Smoke. I got another invite there on. You know, he said I did my thing on there. Obviously, I still haven't listened to the whole cast. Just been moving so much. So, hey, if somebody else says I did, then I did. I'm good. I appreciate everybody that stopped through the spot. I don't know exactly how many. It looks like says we got 44 clicks right now on Haps, and that's a beautiful thing. I don't know exactly where we are on the book, but you know, hell, we did. Sister Cosetta's been in here. She's been in here. I've been missing the chat room. Yes. Absolutely. And you are going to be a freedman. You are a freedman, Sister Cosetta, but we got to get you free. We got to get you free. You deserve that. But yeah, we'll get in. We'll get in next time. I appreciate everybody been up here. And on and on. One love.